You're listening to Weeknight Wizards.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Weeknight Wizards. I am your unfriendly neighborhood GM, Anthony, and this is D&D 5e, Isles of Hebria. I am joined by the four great gamesmen, and I have a character question, and I don't know how it's going to go. But the only way to learn is by doing, and the only way to begin is by beginning. So, my question to you is going to start with a backstory. I recently was watching the His Dark Materials series on Max, formerly HBO Go, formerly HBO Now, formerly whatever other app name they've had. If you have not read this wonderful series by Philip Pullman, it takes place in a fantastical series of worlds. The primary one that we're introduced in is one wherein people's souls manifest outside of their body as like little animal companions, which can change shape when they're children and solidify in their shape when they become adults. It's a metaphor.
Didn't we do this one?
No, we did Spren.
No, we did Spren.
Similar.
Different book series.
Okay.
What's interesting about this question to me is that it's the demons are always in the shapes of animals, and you all as characters are non-human species. So, what would your character's demon be?
So not animals.
I'm gonna go first.
I'm not gonna answer for you, Joe.
Okay.
I think my little demon would be like a really buff dude, like short legs, really big arms,
Yes.
big beard, bald head, and just like real gruff all the time. That's what I think. Not.
Do they have a name?
Ooh. Can we circle back to the name?
We can circle back to the name. Yeah, I just wondered if you had one off the top of your head. Usually, the demon is the opposite preferred sex from the person.
Oh, sure, yeah. Then it would be a real buff lady.
Yeah,
a waifu, if you would.
A waifu, as they're known.
It'd be like Helga or something.
Helga, love that.
Who's the Marissa from Street Fighter 6?
That means nothing to me. Thank you.
Same.
She's the gladiator fighter. Badass. Anyway,
Marissa?
I'll go. Yeah.
So,
okay, yeah.
Yep,
that tracks.
Her super rips.
She's built.
I'm going with so in one of the, I think it's like Yoshi's Island, there's the sack of money with wings that you shoot eggs at and it spits money out. I'm going with that.
Does it have a name?
That sounds more like a spren than a demon.
Okay, well, you can come back to me. It's hard to think of something that isn't an animal for something like this.
It can be an animal. I'm not setting the rules. I just think that sounds more like a weird manifestation of a concept.
Yeah, for Manny, I think it's funny because he's obviously big and like a scary monster. But yeah, he's a big soft boy, and I think he'd have a really nervous, like fidgety little kid kind of like energy. And because it'd be like, oh, I don't know, should we do that? Like that would be his. It's funny because again, he's like, I mean, and it's in his Dark Materials too, right? Where it's like, you have like the kind of headstrong or like fearless person, and they're like demons, like a little bit like, I don't know, this seems kind of scary, but like I like that dynamic. So,
Yeah.
I guess it'd be like a little fucking nerd girl. I don't have a name though. I think she'd be I'm only getting like old people names like Ethel. So
What
maybe
about,
that's
what about Lydia?
No, I'm gonna go with Ethel.
Ethel. Little girl, old name.
Lydia's only good at carrying all of my dragon bones.
She's sworn to carry your burdens.
I think that Vera's demon would be like a mid-50s thin aristocratic banker type. And his name would be something insufferable like Caspian or something like that. And just generally disapproving and snobby and kind of sneery a lot of the time. But is both protective of her and super annoyed that his like he's the manifestation of the soul of someone who's like ostensibly just a hot 20-year-old who doesn't take other people's shit. So I think like that would be her
Her
partner.
Damon would be the quintessential one of my favorite people people watching games, which is father daughter or dating.
Yeah, father daughter or dating.
I love that game. I call that one what's the relation?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, that's pretty accurate, I think, for this.
Excellent. Nick, circling back, do you have a name for your strong lady?
I said that it's Helga. Helga.
Michael, circling back.
Still not
Ethel?
Lydia. Still Ethel. Yeah.
All right.
What about
Joe,
Penelope?
Joe, did you name yours?
I think you should go with Bill.
Bill is pretty funny. I do like the idea that the name is just the cash register sound effect.
Just open your mouth and that sound comes out.
Cha-ching!
Excellent.
Fun little fact. I read The Subtle Knife in 10th grade, and the Blink-182 album, Take Off Your Pants and Jacket, had just come out. I read that book and I listened to that album simultaneously the whole way through. So if I ever hear any song from that album, it brings me to that book, weirdly enough.
That is
like
a weird Pavlovian response.
It's ultra associated.
That's how I feel about Franz Ferdinand's album Tonight, I think is the album. And Halo 3 Forge.
Wow.
I was gonna say that I have a very similar story to you, Nick, but it's the Amber Spyglass because I'm a little bit younger than you.
Yeah.
And my favorite Coldplay song, which is "Swallowed in the Sea," which is the last song on X and Y.
Yeah.
And I read the passage where they find out that they have to live in separate worlds for the rest of their lives, or otherwise they'll die. As that song was playing, I started bawling. I think I was like, I don't know, I was young, but that is a visceral moment in my life because like
I believe
that
it.
exact moment of reading that passage as that song was playing, I was like, yeah, tears. So I feel the same thing, man.
Wow,
I love that.
That just transported me. That's wild.
Yeah, it's next time you listen to that, seriously, that song is so fucking good. It kind of gets lost in the rest of the catalog, but it's a really good one.
Would you say it's swallowed in the sea as the other?
Yep. I would say that.
Greg, you're like 26, right?
Me?
25. Yeah.
A little older than that.
Yeah, I'm 14.
25 or something?
A lot of the jokes we've been making, very inappropriate.
He's barely older than Ethel.
In snake years, I'm 120.
Count the rings on his tail.
Oh my cock.
No.
count my cock rings.
Sorry, that's a derail us, but that has been a thing. And I'm sure it's already old in the internet, but I've gotten too much content when I've gone on Reddit about stacking donuts.
Yes.
And I'm like, different ring. Anyway,
Anthony,
I will not
what would yours
elaborate.
be?
Different ring, different Reddit.
I feel like we always ask questions when you ask character questions about Vadric. So
Yeah.
what would Vadric's be? Or we can pick another character, I guess.
Who's
What would
the-
Sevi's
I just
be?
want to keep.
Ooh, this is a little bit less Philip Pullman and a little bit more Isaac Asimov territory.
Cool.
It would
I don't know if
obviously
I
be
don't
an
know if he'd have
electric
one.
sheep.
Oh, that's
Okay,
very-
then
yeah.
what would Vadric's be then?
I think Vadrix would probably be like I think that the stereotypical one would be like a bat or some sort of a nocturnal creature. I think that his would be like really simple, like a moth or like a butterfly, like something really small and like not powerful.
What if his is a sunflower?
Mm.
Because
How does it move
he
around,
cannot
Greg?
Go into the sun.
Sentient plant.
It can ride on his shoulder. Who cares?
Magical world. You can speak to
Flowers
plants.
move.
He's half vampire. We're talking about how a plant can walk.
Yeah, those are two very different concepts, Nick.
I
Yeah,
was
I was
really
going for
hoping you
something
went.
poetic, but apparently you don't give a fuck.
I was hoping you went really out of the wall and like it's a sloth, or just some like a koala bear or something like that.
What if it's just a Japanese salaryman? Like a,
Yeah.
mid,
but like
mid-40s.
but really hot.
Yeah,
like,
but extremely
I would,
good looking.
I would grow out my hair so he can grab my ponytail and do whatever he wants. Hey, would anybody like to tell us what happened last time?
Didn't we fuck a bunch of salarymen in the last
I think
episode?
so.
I remember that episode.
This we didn't say that. We said this in the chat after, but we defeated the Dirt Man. We put a little
Dirt
dirt under
Man.
our pillow.
Right,
Ah.
Michael stumbled across my reference. Take inspiration. I gave that to him outside of the game.
Put a little dirt under your pillow for the dirt man.
I absolutely based the Dweller Below on the Dirt Man.
Now, if the children had put dirt under their pillows, would they have been taken?
No.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Now you know.
Quinn,
I
write that
could
in one
not
of your
think-
stories.
I could not think of a subtle way to weave that little bit of lore in without just totally opening my hand.
And now we owe that guy royalties, so I hope you're happy.
Hey, Carter Vale, if you're listening, you're
He's one of our
you're,
12
you're
followers.
you're the fucking goat.
Yeah, so we defeated the Dirt Man and Vera's mom, Vazla, and we were able to bring her back, as well as all the children we saved. The Turtle Young, Padre Young, Human Young, probably some... they were all humans, right? We determined?
Yes.
Yep.
Which
Okay.
turtle eggs, I believe. There
Were also 2 young.
There were
Were
You
there
two young wards that you were talking about kidnapping and putting into your servitude.
Not kidnapping.
That's what it would be called. That's
Like-
what it would...
Some light kidnapping.
And we brought them back. We got our reward, our plural rewards. We have left Vazla in the care of Salia, who to help heal some of that before they're going to bring Vazla to the. Didn't we do that? We left her in the care to help heal her. Yeah.
Yep.
And we also heard from the Ash Lord or Ash Lady, perhaps, gender neutral Ash Lord, from basically about the meeting that occurred, in which the children were given in exchange for power. She was hoping for a crown that would help her control an army. We know what happened to that. It was used on, we assume by Valen, the metallurgist, on the Ash Lord of the other citadel who we fought. But Valen's nowhere to be seen. And we're left with a lot of questions. We want to find Valen. We want to, in that case, figure out who is controlling Ortis. We probably should talk to Ortis, actually, as a thing. We have to return the Capadra and Tortled Young. The human children have all been returned. And we also got another sextant from Salia, and inside was not a map of mask locations, but rather a depiction of a door that seems to be where you could slot masks into. That's all we know. So those are that's I think those are the big things we came out with from that session.
Vera took that mask, the mask we found, I think, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, there was a mask embedded in the dweller below. That was the
Mhm.
mask of Kabura, and that is in Vera's possession. Celia gave you a sending stone.
Yes.
Say that 5 times fast.
So they gave us a sanding stone.
I had envisioned this session beginning on the airship leaving. Did you want to talk to Ortis?
Well, I just thought. I mean, that would be. There's two things. We have to say thank you to Aaron. He's kind of been our goat this campaign. Sad not to say goodbye to him, but
Yeah.
I was thinking as I was reading, I was like, we probably should have asked Ortis what the heck happened. Which were they there when we left? We kind of breezed past it, but like when we left the facility, the
They were
outpost, they were not there. Okay.
No, I think
So
for as long as you were underground, they had time to collect themselves and return to their citadel.
I don't necessarily want to go to a whole nother citadel just to talk to him.
No, it just would have been convenient, but
I think that in the future, if you are on maybe a sending stone call with Celia,
a group chat.
yeah, we could group chat him in. We could do it like in high school where we don't tell him that we're phoning you guys in.
So yeah,
You did that a lot in high school, Anthony.
A 3-way call attack. No, I'm just thinking about the scene from Mean Girls.
Oh, that's fair.
I've seen that movie.
Good job,
Good.
Joe.
Uh-huh.
Good for you. You go, Glen Coco. Anyway, I'm going to start us on the airship.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
I
Oh, are
feel
we
like
piloting
we
this
did
again?
not spend a lot of time on the airship last time.
We did crash. So.
We did crash almost immediately.
And then actually, Anthony, we spent a lot of time on the airship determining where we should go.
Well, there was that. But I sort of envisioned this as sort of your team's home base a little bit.
Mhm.
There is an entire level that you have not explored yet.
Oh.
There's a lot
Oh.
of areas that are not fully revealed on the airship map.
My God, I knew this is One Piece.
Ooh, can I? Sorry,
Airship.
Before we get too far, did so not we did mostly determine not to get inoculated because we're leaving.
Correct.
But we would need that to heal what happened to us, right? Because I lost some hit points.
Same.
Leaving Karkarum will recover you. If you
Over
wanted
time,
to
yeah.
remain in Karkarum and do anything else there, you might consider an inoculation.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what I was curious about. So okay, so we should reset, which
Yes.
should
My
have.
stats go back. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
back up on.
It makes the Mario gets a mushroom noise.
I don't know how to find what.
Oh,
page
this is hard
is.
because I should have done this because I know.
The health. Yeah.
Yeah, the health changed. Oops.
Oh, you should have written it down.
I did write it down, but I
Yeah.
don't know. But then
Yeah.
I don't remember how much I just gained.
I know
actually,
what I
think-
gained. Yeah.
I think this is fine. I think this is
I lost
correct.
4 HP.
While they're doing that, I think Vera will use the sending stone that we do have to talk to Vadric.
Yeah.
So she's got it. She's ringing the sending stone.
Oh gosh, I hang on a sec. I did not listen to any James Spader in preparation for this session. So let me find that in myself.
Spadehead.
What's his ringtone?
Ooh, the Don Don theme song.
That's the Don theme song.
Honestly, I
Honestly,
can see it.
that kind of tracks. I'm actually gonna hold my own phone, up to my ear.
Oh, method acting.
Just yeah, it's a little method. Yeah.
Hello. No, just kidding. Hello, gorgeous. How are you?
Is this Vera?
You know it is. You know, I feel very embarrassed. We were in such a difficult situation for so long, and I didn't even think of calling you.
It is embarrassing that you wouldn't even consider calling such a
Well,
person such as me. I've actually been
embarrassing
trying
for
to get
you,
a hold of
perhaps.
you.
Oh,
Turns
do
out
tell.
sending stones don't work super well in Karkarum unless they're
Hmm.
made there.
Oh, okay. That might have something to do with it. Are you saying you tried to call me?
I had something come across my desk and
Was it a picture of
thought
me?
that would be odd. I thought that there was none other that would be suited for the task. But
Okay.
what did you want? Let's talk
No, you
about
go
you,
first.
please.
No,
No,
you go.
please.
No,
Let's
you go
talk about
first.
you.
Hey, Vera, is that Vedra? Can you say hi for me?
Manny says hi. Well,
Manny.
she's like puts her hand over the phone and she's like shooing Manny away. She's like, get
He's towering over her.
He's scared of her. I know this.
Yes, he shoots quite quickly.
He she says, "Well, good news. We managed to locate another of the masks, which we have in our possession."
What does that put you up to? 3, 4?
Oh, who can count?
I hope you can.
I think we have.
She turns over. Manny, how many do we have?
Well, I have one, and Quinn has one, and you have one, and we don't have the. Yeah, so we have 3, right? You don't have one,
3.
right?
I don't.
Okay, so 3. We have 3.
3. That's more than I think are collected across all of Hebria. That's frankly incredible.
Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. So, what's on your desk that you thought we would be perfect for?
No, listen. You called me. Clearly, you have some business. What is it you need?
Oh, well, really, I just wanted to brag. But I don't know, a couple, we're heading. We don't know where we're heading, actually, do we? We didn't set a heading, right? We're just like flying away from
I think
Khartoum.
are we even taking off yet? Are we just prepping for takeoff, Anthony?
I will put that one up to you. You're in control of the ship.
Well, okay. So I think the ship is like starting up, and Vera says, "Well, I figured we have to leave Kharkarum because, well, it's just doing terrible, terrible things to us here.
It's awful.
But
It's dreadful.
I wouldn't recommend it for vacation. I wouldn't. People talk about how lovely the dunes are and how hot it is, but it's actually very cold, and it's not enjoyable. I don't
Yeah,
like it."
no one I know says that.
Hmm. Well, anyways, before we head off somewhere untraceable, figured maybe we should ask you if you needed us to head anywhere else. Otherwise, we might go somewhere more enjoyable.
I had an inkling that you might be headed toward your homeland, Ariabus.
Maybe.
Is that in your itinerary? Are you in the area? Have you left?
Yeah, we could pop over. I think there's a couple loose ends we could tie up over there. Yeah.
My intelligence indicated that there was some sort of event happening in the near future that would involve shall we say, the unlocking of a certain vault. And
Quinn's
Just
Quinn's ears
personally-
perk up from around the corner.
You just see it through the door frame.
Yeah, come around.
That's like a Bugs Bunny gag, like just the ears shoot through the door.
Yeah.
There's a certain item in the vault that, let's just say, I, as a collector, would be interested in acquiring.
Okay. Well, don't be shy on my account. I can handle it. What are you looking for?
Vera, don't forget we have.
I gotta go to
these
my notes. I
children
wasn't
with
planning
us.
on having this discussion.
Oh my gosh, are they opening the Disney Vault? Are they re-releasing Bambi? Is that what Patrick wants?
The director's cut.
The Snyder Cut. of Bambi.
4.5 hours long.
The plot is completely different. I'm sure you're familiar with the Star of Erebus.
I am.
Yeah, that's the one.
So you want the Star of Erebus?
Look, I don't like to be funny, but to say that it would be the jewel of my collection would not just be figurative or literal. It would be both. Seeing as it's a giant sapphire.
Well, that would be quite a pretty addition to anyone's collection, I would think.
Didn't you just
Other
get a big old
than-
sapphire?
Other than
a
being beautiful and expensive, why?
Why?
It is
I
from my-
want
It is
I
from my
want
homeland, after all.
it. Yes, I want it.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
And,
I will pay you money to get it.
That's what I was waiting for. Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
sorry,
then I think we're in business. Yeah.
I thought that was implied, given our
Mm.
sort of relationship.
Oh, so we have a relationship. Tell me more.
You have my number.
Oh,
You called.
you say that.
Vera, you called me.
I bet you say that to all the Gorgons for whom you've given sending stones.
So do we have a deal? Are you gonna?
She like covers her setting stone and she like turns to Manny, who's still like there's just
Yeah,
not
he's still
that
1
big.
foot
So
back,
he's
yeah.
still like and she's like, I think he likes me. And then puts it back and says, I think I speak for the group when yes, we've got a deal. Is there anything we should know as to why the vault is being opened, or are we opening the vault ourselves?
Yeah. There will be a meeting, I believe. The Council of Elders. They have some sort of, I don't know, event or a trial, a hearing, some sort of reason to convene that doesn't happen often. And that's the only time that the vault is opened. So, yeah, I don't have the details on timing, but you are far better positioned to perform this acquisition than I am. Though,
Right.
would you need help? Should I send Kiara your way?
Quinn goes like miming in the background. No, no.
Absolutely, I would love to see Kiara.
Ah.
Too long.
Actually, wait, so
I think
he knows Kiara, which we didn't know they had any connection, right?
You did know that.
Oh, okay.
Wait, we
One
did?
question I have.
Because
They're siblings, aren't they?
no, Kiara's the one we met at who we did the
She's
heist
in
with.
the Thieves Guild.
Thieves
or
Guild, yeah.
whatever.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
His sister is Amalia.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
do have a question for you, Anthony. Does he know about Sevi?
It seems like he's got a lot of info. I would be surprised if he doesn't.
That's a great question, Greg.
I mean, sorry, not. I imagine in the world he knows that Sevi is a thing. Does he know we have Sevi?
He might not know that. Oh no, he probably would
Yeah.
know, wouldn't he? Yeah, because he was. Yeah, we don't know. He
Great
hasn't
question,
asked.
Greg. Hard to say.
Yeah. Okay.
If he was concerned, he'd probably ask.
She covers the set extent. Does he know? She's like pointing over at Sevi,
about
who's just
Sevi.
like
Playing with snips.
No,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think he knows that we have a live weasel on board. No.
Okay.
But Sevi, no, I bet I would say if he was concerned, he'd probably ask you.
Is that a live weasel I'm hearing?
Oh
It
shit!
is. You wouldn't
Snips,
believe the
quiet.
vermin in Kakaram. Ridiculous. Okay, well, we're on our way. Give Kiara our best. We'll see her presently, and I guess we'll update you when we're on our way back with some spoils.
I knew I could count on you.
Always and forever. Okay, bye.
Ciao.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
This Skype hang up noise.
He is
Not my- that
so
was
in
not-
love with me.
Not my best, Patrick.
It was good.
I've got him wrapped around my finger.
Now, you know who we definitely don't have wrapped around our finger? Is Kiara. We cannot trust her. I know
Sounds like you need
the
to be
last one
honest.
went off without a hitch, but she's betrayed me more times than I have fingers. I have one less
I think-
finger.
I think it just sounds like you need to know how to use your finger better.
Whoa.
Patrick's like, whoa, I'm still on.
I can still hear you.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't
Did
trust
you have
her.
a reason for calling him, or you just wanted to?
Well, I realized we straight up just haven't talked to him since we escaped from wherever the previous city was. So I was like, I kind of forgot. He's technically our patron, so I kind of figured it made sense for us to be like, "Hey, here's what's going on." And I also wanted
in game time weeks.
It
I
must
can't
be.
imagine it's been months.
Yeah.
Yeah. okay.
It's been weeks, yes. Given the travel over Styria, the air travel to Karkaram, you spent I think 2-3 days in Karkaram.
Yeah.
Too
Yeah, so
many.
I think it was
3 horrible days.
I wanted to just make sure that we were in contact with him because we got another one of the masks, and then
Sure.
given that we kind of left things a little bit of a shit show when we flew over to Karkaram, with whether there was any like information we needed to know about, like I had the wanted posters of me and stuff. But
Oh yeah.
other than that,
Actually, that's
we
a good
probably-
point because
We probably
who
should
would
have
recognize those?
should we have asked him if the region is destabilized and we killed that?
He seemed pretty chill.
yeah, I feel like
Also,
Patrick
we
would let us
didn't
know.
kill. We didn't kill him.
Yeah.
He was
You did
killed
not
before
kill
we
him.
got.
That's
there.
true. He would, but he died and we were there.
It might have been good to ask him where Capadra lived, because
Although-
that's something we don't know.
The Emperor did survive.
Yeah,
So I can't imagine it was too crazy.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Hi, Vadric, it's me again. Where did the Capadra come from?
They're all over. Thank you.
Okay.
By all over, you mean?
They're just They're covering the airship. Like Minox
They're
and
like,
Star Wars.
they're like, oh my god, I was just about to say Minox.
Okay, so I think she hangs up and she kind of gets everybody together and she says, right, we not sure if you all were paying attention or listening in. We have our next heading, which is to go back to my corner of the world. But we also need to take care of your young. And she points to when I where do they go? Where are we supposed to take them?
Well, last I left, I don't know, Anthony, we hadn't decided an exact island. I don't believe.
We hadn't.
Turtles are more nomadic than most, but we live on the coasts, typically inside the
There's so many
on the
coasts.
coast of
Yeah, so
of-
one of these coasts.
the coast of Morn, on the islands of Morn, sometimes in Zalir and Vertal, towards the center of the map, if that's actually how I remember thinking about this. But children,
Did
where are
did
you from?
well, or did you talk at all with your not demigod, but
Pelor?
your nobilis Pelor about where to take the kids if you found them?
We only
Flashback.
we only talked about eggs. There was only the eggs. He didn't. I don't think he knew that any children were.
Okay, but the kids and the eggs can go to the same place, right?
Good point.
It's probably like
Yeah.
you're gonna bring a baby and a toddler to a daycare
Yeah, Pelor and I-
fundamentally.
He told me which island that a lot of them were taken from. It was right here.
Where
Here, use
Points to the
the
screen.
sextant to find it.
There's actually a good thing for me to know. Where are the turtles from in this world? Like, is there like a country that you're from, or are you more like kind of island nations, like in the ocean? Like, where
Island
is your
nations, yes. Multiple
migratory?
island nations, yes.
Okay.
Not migratory. We don't like go with the tide not the tide, but the
Nomadic,
seasons or anything
though.
like that. But yeah,
Yeah, sorry, I meant nomadic, not migratory.
not the
Um,
north. Not
yeah,
anywhere
okay.
near the north. Near warm
Fuck
climates.
the north.
Warm climates.
so maybe like
coastal regions in the islands.
yeah,
Center
so
of the map.
somewhere in between. Yeah, like more between Moore and Zellier,
I'd
like
say
area.
in this
like
region.
that whole. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, cool. Yeah. Um.
In the
Nice
turtle
circle.
sphere.
Thanks.
Get in
Yeah,
the
so I think-
turtle dome.
the turtle zone. Big Man Blastoise. I think like yeah, I mean, I think we start kind of heading in generally that direction, and she's speaking to one eye, and she says, "So, are we meant to meet up with one of your clans, like elders, or who will be taking the young off of our hands? Because I don't think this is the best environment for them.
Well,
I mean, Sevi doesn't matter, but for them, I mean,
when I left, I was essentially forced out of the area, and dark, evil forces have been corrupting the minds of many turtles, and there was multiple clan wars for years. So to be honest, I don't know where a safe place would be to go. I don't really have a home.
Hey kids, do you remember what your island was called and where it was roughly? Yes, the turtle kids.
They look up sadly and shake their heads.
All right, well, guess we're skipping geography in turtle school, huh?
You guys got to
Well-
go to school?
Absolutely not. I went to the school of hard knocks.
well, we do have to eventually find our way to the seat of power of Ariabis, because that is where the vault is. That
Yeah, your boyfriend has a request. I get it. Anthony,
Yeah.
real quick, does Wanai actually, has he heard or seen or know of any lore of Capadra? Maybe in the same area or around the same island and cave? You know, has he heard of them?
Manny would also similarly ask the kids if they remember once the effects wear off
Yeah.
of the island.
I'll gladly hit up a history check, maybe, or something along those lines to know if he's got any clues.
Yeah, you can
Or a nature, maybe. I don't know.
you can roll a history check. Yeah.
Nice. 2.
No, you
Okay.
don't.
Yep.
You've heard of Capadra.
I've seen multiple.
You've seen several, yeah, at this point.
Manny does ask, so like, hey, kids, you guys remember like where you're from, roughly?
Let me get one of those kids
Any-
on there for
Anything you could remember.
to be some sort of a spokesman. Here's my Karkin children. Here's my eggs.
And Vera, I'll go to this vault, but I mean, I don't think we should take the children there. That's all.
No. What I'm saying is, on our way to the Gorgon capital, we will be flying over many of the outlying islands. Perhaps there are trading posts, or there
Yes, we
are
trade the
markets
children.
in which we can trade the children for gold. There
Quinn's
will
ears
be
poke through the
places-
door again.
There are, the further out you go from the Gorgon enclaves, the more you interact with other folk. I'm sure we can find information about the Capadra and the your people as well as we make our way towards our final destination. I think we can make some stops and figure out where we might be able to drop them.
Yeah, as mentioned, when I left, it wasn't in good shape. A lot of civil war, a lot of terrible things. So,
Oh, so just a perfect place for children then, as it turns out.
which is why I thought at first it might be wise to maybe look after them for a little while, but I don't want to kidnap
How many eggs are we
anybody.
talking about?
I don't know how many eggs.
Did
I
we
think
establish
I
that?
have like 15.
18 total eggs.
Yeah, 18.
Plus how many kids?
2.
There was like
I was
two.
I
Wow.
I just brought all
yeah,
of
18
the
total eggs.
I just brought all the tokens into that's the map. Hang on.
Ooh, there it is.
Map layer. What happened?
What are you doing? Where I see the airship.
Yeah. I was trying to make sure that the airship thing was on the right layer.
Oh, they're multiplying.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh god. It's a good thing we have a whole other deck of this ship we haven't looked at. Oh my gosh, we collected so many
Here's
children.
everyone you've got with you, not including the eggs.
Nice. Yeah, I think Vera. Well, I mean, I don't know. The conversation we were having is pretty much it. Like, I think there's ways
Yeah.
for us to find information on the way of like.
And we have an
So,
airship. We can kind of
I think
fly
after
over
that,
and
she's-
stuff.
Yeah. So who's flying actually? Do we have a?
Who's
'Cause we
flying
tried to do
this
that last time,
thing?
but we crashed.
I think he's at the helm right now.
I was
but-
Manny. Wait, you said Manny's at the helm?
We're starting up, so we haven't. I think we had said we're like, oh, we're about to take off, right? So like we can,
Yeah.
that we could actually have some conversations because this was, if I recall, is a very involved flying process.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
So probably best.
Right.
Since
Vera
we've
says-
done this once
right.
already, can you tell us what since we've done it once already, can you tell what skills that we used and to man the stations?
Gosh, I don't remember. I think
And
they were
Uh-oh.
Anthony's robot for me.
Me
It
too.
was for me too. I thought they were all like, there were, one was perception, one was some kind of intelligence
It
roll,
was
maybe, and then there was a
multi-step, yeah.
dexterity.
Yeah, it was.
I think it would
There
just
was
be
a navigator.
wise.
There was a pilot. There was a navigator. There was a
Weapons,
pilot, and then there was
engine.
like a. Yeah, there was like an engine or something. So there was like 3 different types to make it go.
There's also a weapons, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah.
correct.
Okay, so I think as we're like prepping all this, Veer says, "Right, let's get going so we can all feel better very soon, and then I am in desperate need of rest. I think
That's-
once we are airborne."
And Anthony, the Capadra do not know where they're from.
The Capadra would tell you that they, like the turtles, also move quite a lot from place to place. There's no area that they call home.
Okay.
But I'm assuming they're like a water biome preferred.
They also prefer the coast. They need to be able to refresh the water in their heads.
But not like underwater, right?
No. Not so far as you know.
Well, I would ask.
These are all beach children. Go to California. That's where we're going.
We're in a whole world of Californias, unfortunately.
Put on the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Let's go.
Kids, let's get you to the other deck. We can't have you up here. Well, so Manny wants to just reveal the other deck floor so that we can have it.
Sure. Let me.
Smart. I love the idea of Manny being like a
Shepherding
school
the kids.
teacher.
And he turns to, he goes, "Hey Snips, do you mind like looking after the kids for us? You know, you can come and let me know." And Manny, I think saying this, it sounds like he's like making little chirping noises at Snips, who seems to perfectly understand.
I think when I would even ask Sevi. Sevi, do you mind kind of, hanging out with them, looking after them a little bit with Snips?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right,
I'm going to leave the call and come back. My connection is spotty.
I would say
Yeah.
so.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna vamp.
Quick,
Make
a plan.
Oh, damn, he's already back.
Crazy.
Fast.
I just wanted to vamp.
There he is. There's our boy.
So it does have less vamps than Canis.
All right. Well, we already had one vamp
That's
on the
true.
phone earlier, so
True.
for sure.
I have revealed an area in the lower level of the airship.
Manny shepherds the kids down, pokes his head through the doors, trying to find the best child-friendly room of this airship.
Sure.
Is
At
also,
the back
is this
of
a door?
this floor,
Mhm.
it is a door. I'll reveal all the areas.
All
the
right.
whole airship is now revealed.
Oh boy, a lot of bed sharing's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's just some hot racking happening. It's cool.
I think for safety, Manny would suggest that they. I mean, are these just empty rooms, Anthony, or are they furnished with anything? I see like the beds, but the other two rooms, like on the northern side, are those just empty?
Yeah, those are just big storage areas.
Are they bunk beds? Or are they like
Perfect. 6 people high bunk beds, perfect for our needs.
Hey, the ship I was on, they were 4 people high. There was 4 beds stacked on top of each other.
When you were on the airship Navy?
When I was in the Navy. What's the difference between an airship and a water ship?
That's true.
I'd imagine a lot.
Substrate.
If only the Hindenburg didn't
That's
happen
it.
and we could have airships.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and Manny, I don't want to necessarily shove them all into that one storage space, but I would have them come down to this lower floor.
But I'm gonna do it.
And he's strong enough to do it though, so just shove them all in.
We got 2 storage spaces.
Yeah, is there a galley somewhere that with more? This is all the space. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
This is the entire area of the ship.
Them moving
no
as
kitchen.
a unit is so funny.
What is going
Yeah,
on?
it's the
with
residential
my
quarters.
damn
I think we leave
internet
those
connection?
with
This
kids.
is
They're
fucking
small,
awful.
aren't they?
He's having a bad time.
I am.
Is there one big jacuzzi all the Capadra can just chill in?
Yeah, Manny just takes a bucket of water out from the storage. He's like, "Okay, here you go, kids. Make sure you share."
It's one of those inflatable kiddie pools that he just like fills up with water. Yeah.
This is a
Wait.
precious resource on this horrible ashen wasteland we're on. So treat it well.
Nick,
You
what's
don't have that
your
fiber, Anthony?
Nick?
So,
What's
go ahead.
your monk subclass?
Way of the? It's the healing one.
Okay.
Uh,
I wanted it to be 4 elements, so you could have a water attack, and then you could be Big Man Blastoise.
Hell yeah.
wait.
Um,
Or You have unlimited water as long as you put
Let's
a
take
Capadra
quick
nearby.
intermission. I'm gonna let's take a quick intermission. I'm gonna
Sure.
leave the call and see if I can fix my frickin' internet.
All right.
Yep.
Stay tuned, everybody.
BRB.
We'll figure out what to do with these kids.
Hang tight.
Ours ended.
Oh, we're back. Welcome back, everyone.
Hi, welcome back. I think my internet's better. We hope. Do we want to just say that the 11 children are able to hang out in this lower level?
Yeah, it sounds
As long
good to
as
me.
you're okay with that. That's what I was hoping you were gonna say. I was like, I don't know what to do with them down here.
I'm not gonna make you solve a how are they hanging out puzzle. That's teens.
Manny tries
They're
to provide
teens,
them.
okay?
I think he
Just give
reaches
him a
into
jewel.
his bag of personal items and tries to give them stuff to entertain themselves with.
Okay, this is called a fidget spinner.
He's got a flute from his homeland. He gives them like, you can try this, and as well.
I
as
mean,
just some-
honestly, Manny's the best babysitter. If somebody gave me a small animal and a flute and they were babysitting me, I'd be like, this is the best. What
Pretty
else could you
rad.
possibly need to be entertained? Yeah.
Quinn is definitely gonna break that flute in the middle of the night. Not actually, but
Just because.
I can't imagine a worse thing
Um,
than being trapped in an airship with 11 children and
A
a
flute.
flute.
And a
His ears are so
That's
much
pretty
bigger
good.
than everyone else's.
Yeah, but there's so much
Quinn-
white
that is
noise on
also-
the ship. You probably wouldn't hear anything.
Quinn's staying on the upper level is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
far as possible.
And Sevi's down in the lower level with the kids, right? He's hanging out with them.
I had Snips
we
down in the
established.
lower level.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
we
sure,
asked
sure.
Heavy as well,
Great.
Yeah.
so
if you-
keep an eye on
yeah.
on the kids. Yeah,
Okay.
and I think we would tell them like before we go down. Manny's like, He's like, I need you. Like, I know this is kind of weird, but like, need you to just like help keep them calm. If there's any issues, come to me. Snips has got your back. You have an equal authority to Snips.
Oh, he's just a big weasel.
He's a very capable big weasel.
And what does that make me?
A little emperor.
Go.
I'm gonna find a place near the engine or in the engine room to tuck the eggs to keep them warm.
Okay.
Oh.
Very good.
Oh, they're all cooked.
No, not gonna be that close.
No.
Yeah, Manny goes to the engines because I think that's where he was before. Who had the most trouble last time? I think Quinn had a lot of trouble.
I had a lot of trouble, but it wasn't like
It was bad rolls.
it's
not-
just bad
Yeah.
rolls.
Manny stops by Quinn and goes, "Hey man, I don't want you to be nervous. It's gonna be all right. We're under less pressure. Just like take some breaths and try." And he casts guidance on you.
Oh, I was gonna say take
What?
Minotaurian inspiration.
Yeah, right. Take some grease. But he casts
Quinn
guidance
is
on
gonna-
Quinn.
How did you cast
Well,
guidance? If
Man-
you
Manny, what feels different. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'm feeling kind of different as we're leaving. It's been good.
So
Manny does
before-
not realize anything is different in
I
himself.
love that.
I noticed you were talking to Snips earlier too.
Oh yeah, I mean I've kind of always got his vibe, but I really feel like we're like connecting on another level.
Good for you, Manny. I'm happy for you.
Who is the navigator? Is that Quinn?
That was me. Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, so before you all head off to your stations, Quinn, I think you rifle around in one of these desks or these tables here, and you find an abundance of maps,
Oh, okay.
which I think would be very helpful. And the one that completely catches your eye is, of course, this map of Ariabus.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that convenient? It has all of the names of the different areas, as well as the most populous species that live there. And it's got the Ariabus National Sigil in the corner, and there's Karkram where you're coming from over in the bottom right, and there's the map.
I want to go
Definitely
to.
existed the whole time.
I want to go to Kaifu.
None of them are labeled turtles or Kapata.
Well, because these are the ones with
I know.
the dominant groups.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yes.
Well, it seems like Gorgons are the closest. We might as well drop the Gorgon children off first, right?
We don't have Gorgon children.
You have 2 Gorgon children.
Yeah, we
We have
do.
2 Gorgon. I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, are they children or are they just? I thought they were full adults. Like.
Well, I
Vera's
guess they weren't
age.
children. You're right. They were about Vera's age.
That's right. I did forget we had.
Oh,
them,
okay. Then I'm less
yeah,
worried
young-
about them, but
They're
it
like
is like right
Yeah,
across.
they're
the street.
basically like college age kids, which is like basically children.
And yeah, they both. You guys have
But
both basically
worse.
were taken. Right. You guys were taken a couple years ago, right? From your
Mhm,
homeland.
we were.
Yeah. So
Years,
yeah,
were
so they
young.
wouldn't be familiar as much with the area.
But
So we
it's-
could
it's
drop
where
them
they
off
should
somewhere
be.
and tell them they're studying abroad. They could find themselves.
I think Vera looks a little like tired, but is like, yeah, I think we need to take care of them first. It's the closest. Paris is not far. We should return them to where they belong.
So Paris
Something
is
we
the island. I just
set
want to
ahead
clarify.
for Paris.
RS right here.
Paris.
Oh, I can't ping it. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
you can't ping it. Here, let me
You don't have to. It's fine. Oh, never mind.
Don't
It's
worry,
the
Joe.
right- yeah, it's the
I've already
rightmost.
got it.
Hey, there you go.
Did Vera's mom travel with us too, or is she?
Should we
No,
leave her to
she's
convalesce?
currently still being helped by Salion because
Okay.
she's in a particularly but we the Gorgons with us. I've my friend, I told her like that she can communicate to whoever, that she's alive and being taken care of in Karkram, and because I have the sending stone with Salion, I can contact her if need be.
Perfect.
The sending stone.
But
I'm
she's not-
sorry. I when I made the Ash Lords names, I wasn't referencing the Nobilis list. Salion and Celia sound very similar.
That's true. Yes.
So
Sorry,
you have-
Stelia
you
has
have-
the sending
You
stone.
have a sending stone to Celia, not to Salion.
Oh, it's the Salia.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, Celia. That's right. Yeah. But yeah, so
Who you are
but
not as
that's kind of the
familiar with.
situation there.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yes,
really
yes.
like us, I think.
Not a ton.
No, but yes, Salion is taking care of
Correct.
my mom. Yeah.
Yes. Celia doesn't really like you, but somehow you got
But
those
has the sending
digits.
stone.
You got those digits.
But goddamn, does she respect
Here
us?
always does.
Where in Paris are we heading? Is that where we're heading?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. It's right across the street.
Okay.
Straight shot.
Anything else on the airship before we start travel?
Let's take off, I think.
Okay. Okay.
I want to do some stuff after, but I could do that first.
Perfect.
Yeah, I
I
also
will
have
have
check it
y'all-
and
travel.
quick check in
activities.
those files for an operator's manual, perhaps for
Yeah.
some guidance.
Nah, Wani, we don't need that. We did just fine before.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about
we
a landing
crashed.
guide?
Yeah, maybe a landing. Yeah, something.
These assume that you have gone through the recommended pilot's training and don't need a manual.
Okay.
I have to imagine like a submarine would have a manual somewhere.
There's manuals everywhere.
Well, compliance in Styria, not what it used to be.
Non-existent. Yeah.
Not since those Acreons took power. I'll have you all
Yeah.
make rolls given your stations. That's going to be, I think it was,
Let's write it down this time.
yeah, I think it was like either perception or investigation from Quinn. Manny, you're at the helm, so that was going to be. Oh, I gotta look at a character sheet.
I don't remember if I was at the helm before.
I thought you were at the. I thought I
I thought it was
steering.
engines. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
you
so.
were
Manny was
engines.
engines, Quinn navigation, Vera was at the helm.
'cause I was
Wanai.
helping distribute orders.
Where was 1A though?
I was in this offensive deck, wherever that is. I didn't
Oh,
move
that's where
my
you are right
token.
now. Yeah, the offensive deck. Yeah.
Weapons.
Yes.
Happens.
Happens. But you could be somewhere else if you choose. I mean, we don't have
I'll
to
be
keep
wherever
those same
is
ones.
most helpful.
Yeah. So I think that the person at the helm is going to make a dex save, and then the person on the
Okay.
engines, or not
Is it a
save, sorry, a
save check? Yeah.
dex check, and then the person on the
Mhm.
engines will make a. I think we'll have either athletics or survival.
I can go to the engines. Where be those engines?
I'm gonna
Yeah,
use
either of us
my
could do that.
inspiration.
Engines
I'm
are
gonna
at the
use my
top.
inspiration from last time,
Okay.
which I still have and haven't used for advantage. So it's a 16.
Got it.
Can I use a sextant to give me advantage?
You can use a sextant to give you a +2.
You also have guidance.
Yeah, I will.
Wait, all
probably...
of us, or
No,
Just
I
me.
can only give it to one person at a time.
yeah, that's fine. I'm just double checking.
It's got
So
concentration.
7 plus 2 is 9 plus a d4.
Huh. Hmm.
10?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Can I help 1IE in the engines? Oh my god, the little help engine sign.
Yeah.
That's
That's very
good.
good, Michael.
That's not me. That's
I drew
that's one.
that. Yeah,
Nick,
I
yeah,
drew
that's
that.
very good.
Very, very good, Nick. Yes, you can use the help action.
That's
All
so
right,
funny.
here's an athletics.
Didn't even need it.
Nailed it.
20,
Okay.
25.
We are smooth sailing through the skies. The airship, the name escapes me, hums to life, and you are off through the air, out of this horrid wasteland of Karkram. And I will bring you to the first glimpses of Ariabus.
Ooh.
Looks beautiful.
we get-
Ah,
It does look really nice. Do we get a full rest?
you're working. Why would you get a full rest?
I could take a nap.
I'm sure we rested before we left.
I'm sure you rested before you left.
Okay.
At the Verdant
Well,
Dawn
there's also
is the name
The
of the
Verdant
ship.
Dawn. Yes. Thank you. As you are approaching,
Also known as the Green Day.
I hate to say this.
I like that one.
I really do. But Joe, take inspiration.
Thank
That was
you.
pretty good. Was that intentional, Anthony?
No, it wasn't, but it's very, very good.
I don't want to be a Karkrin idiot.
All right, you've gone too far.
Everyone make a perception check, please.
because of that. I'm just kidding.
Nope, unrelated.
Do I still have guidance?
Nope, it's only for the. Isn't it for the first thing?
I don't remember. In Baldur's Gate, it lasts for 5
I
minutes.
know.
or
Once
something,
before
but-
the spell. Once before the spell
Okay.
ends, the target can make a D4 and add the number. I think, unless they've changed it in the new rules, but
No,
I don't think they
yeah.
have.
It should only be once. I think it was just to
Yeah.
stop clicking because
Oh,
Danny?
actually, the new in 2024, when touch a willing creature, until the spell ends, the creature adds 1d4 to an ability check using the chosen skill. So it's just you get it for the whole minute, which is kind of crazy.
Sure.
That's neat though.
Well, what you just said was an ability check.
Yeah, no. So no. You pick the thing, and then for the minute, you add the d4 to ability checks of that. I'm pretty sure.
So
is
it's
what-
multiple times.
That's what I
see.
read it as.
Multiple
But we're
use
not
for
using the
For that
2014 rules, so it doesn't
specific
matter.
Ability.
No, we
Yeah.
aren't.
We
But
are
you-
using the 2014 rules. We're not
Sorry,
using
the 2024 is what I meant. Sorry, 2024 is you can use it on the same chosen ability for up to 1 minute,
Got
but
it.
we're not doing that. So we ain't doing it. So don't worry about it. You said a perception, huh?
I sure did.
How about an 8?
I'm going to say that Wanai and Vera, as we are approaching this beautiful coastal town, I'm going to have you gain inspiration
Ooh.
because
Hmm.
you
appreciate
see.
nature.
Oh, I'm not in the right layer. Hang on.
Giving out
You see
information like
you
candy.
see something in the water,
Uh-oh.
and it's something that none of you have seen before, which is pretty wild considering it is 1 year into the campaign, and it's kind of part of the basis of the world. But
Oh,
Whoa.
you see what can only be described as the god of snakes. You see
Oh, shit.
Kobura shifting through the water, just this absolutely massive snake. And this is I'm not in the right layer anymore. This is like way in the distance from the city. Like it's absolutely massive. Just this huge dark scaled snake with these glowing eyes shifting through the water like it's nothing. And it is a truly divine sight, and you gain inspiration from witnessing it.
Wow. Yeah, I think Vera is like truly, for the first time maybe ever in her life, like does not have a thing to say. Like it's just like she- like nothing funny, nothing quippy, nothing sassy. Like it's just truly like in awe. And I think like until we land, it's just like looking out at
Yeah.
this, the progenitor of her entire race,
Well,
essentially.
One Eye's gonna lean in and kind of ruin it. Vera,
No.
Vera, that thing looks terrifying.
Isn't
you
it
came from
gorgeous?
that. You came from that.
Can't you
Is
tell?
that your
There's a
is
family
that your
resemblance.
dad?
I mean, your mom was hot, but that thing's something
Wow.
else.
Listen, I've got good genes. That is a sight to behold, and I am glad you've witnessed it as well. That is a treasure
I am
to
too.
behold.
So also on the perception check that you both made, with a 17 and a 20, I think you would also notice you're approaching Paris from the east, and on one of these coastal, like you're pretty high up still, but you're starting to like kind of descend as you notice, as you enter, I'll say, Ariabus airspace. Um, as you get closer down, you start to notice like some of the folks on the beach. They don't have that same kind of lithe Gorgon way about them that you've noticed from Vera or from Vera's mom or the two Gorgons in your care. They've got more of like a bulky appearance to them. They seem to have, we'll say, in a reptilian sense, less snakes, more shell.
Oh,
I think Vera nudges Wanai and says, like, to point down to that, and says that might be promising, Wanai, for us.
It could
For
be
you.
promising, but it could also be bad. I did not leave in great standings.
Well, you'll be welcome back
I
a hero,
don't
right?
Vera, so as we're descending, Vera kind of like gathers the group and says, "Now, I did maybe fail to mention something to all of you, which is I'm technically not supposed to be here either, but I'm sure we won't run into that as a problem once we get to Paris. But if we get any funny looks, that's probably why.
very.
I kind of got
You want me to
excommunicated
you want
from
me to
Paris.
disguise you again?
I don't really see a way around this happening, considering what we have to do and the fact that I am a Gorgon, but I might need you to help sweet talk some people.
Maybe he
see
looks
what
around
they
and goes,
do.
"Wait, are all of us not welcome at our homes anymore?"
I
Amish.
don't think any of us are welcome most places, regardless of whether we're home or not.
Can we tell
You
what
guys
they're
w-
doing down there?
You guys went to Quinn's home already.
Yeah.
Quinn's from Ceres.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't feel like he was particularly welcome.
No, correct.
A
Can we tell what
Harangon's
they're doing on the beach?
home. Harangon's home is wherever he lays his head down at night.
When
I was just gonna say, can we tell what they're doing down on the beach at all?
Uh,
Are they just milling about? Are they like relaxing or?
no. You can tell that some of them that you see out in the surf are doing some fishing. They've got nets set up. Some of them that are on the beach appear to be children playing, and then you see further up the beachhead are more of them collected, doing village things.
Sure.
is there like a rocky outcropping or somewhere that we can safely land the boat?
Yeah,
That
that's
maybe
the next
Yeah.
thing I was gonna ask.
There sure is. Why don't we take you into the landing?
Let's say,
Oh, I
y'all,
play Baldur's
y'all think
Gate.
this can do a water landing?
It's not a pontoon airship. Come on, Quinn.
Judging by that photo, actually, it looks like it probably
It
could.
actually absolutely could make a water landing.
Yeah.
Nice. That's so sick. Cool. So I think well, I guess we should roll for landing it, right? To see how damaged we get.
Yeah, we didn't actually land before. 'cause
You've
we
never
rolled so
landed
bad.
this thing. Yeah, I'll have you all make a collective roll. Just flat d20.
Oh, all right.
No.
You're fine.
It's above average.
Okay.
Yep, you're fine. The verdant dawn touches down in the soft sandy beaches of Ariabus, and
Just kisses
Uh,
the ground.
from some of these portholes up here, I think 4 chained anchors drop to the ground, securing it in place. And oh my gosh, I am terrible at remembering to put this in the freaking map layer. There we go. Yeah, so you've made it. You are now no longer in Karkarum whatsoever. You are in the next nation. And do you disembark?
How close are we to the turtles? Just like we're down the beach
Yeah.
from them.
Yeah,
From
you're
what we
just on the
saw.
beach from them. I think that because this is your first landing, you probably wanted to give them give it a bit of a wide berth.
Yeah.
Do any
I
of
think
them
we
come
probably-
towards us? Do we see anybody coming towards us before we disembark?
I ready the
Not-
weapons.
Not before you disembark, no.
I ready the weapons.
I think if Vera just talks to the group and says, "Look, perhaps to start, Wenai and I should try to, seeing as I'm from here and Wenai's, some variation of Wenai's people are here, we should take the lead on at least introducing the kids we've saved. But maybe could we ask Sevi and Snips to stay with the others, the non-Gorgons and stay with the Capadras and maybe the eggs for now, and then we can return for the eggs if we deem this to be safe. But
Well, we
maybe
could
can
also
take
we
the-
could also maybe it makes sense for us to go talk to them before we bring all the kids. And we can
I
always
don't
just
think
come.
it's a bad idea if everybody joins. I don't.
Okay.
All right. So, but what I'm saying is, should we bring the kids with us, or should we leave all the kids on board? Is what I'm asking.
Maybe initially.
I'm gonna bring
it
the
would
two.
be-
I'm gonna bring the 2 Gorgons. They're not kids. They're 20.
Yeah,
I was
right?
gonna.
But, like,
I was gonna bring the 2 turtles too because we saw children playing on the way down, and at least the way
So
we were
let's leave the
described, it seems-
Capadras. Let's leave the Capadras and the eggs maybe for now, and then let's bring the 2 Gorgons and the 2 portal survivors. Yeah,
And
sure.
he bends down to Snips and goes,
Okay.
"I know you like eating eggs. these ones are off limits, little bud. Okay. And Snip's like nods reluctantly.
And then I think at that point Vera will, disembark, and I think upon arriving on the sand, she takes big like handfuls of the sand around the landing area, and you see her like rub it through her hair, like through her snakes, so she like covers them all in this like kind of like the wet sand that you get on the shore, right? Like as the waves kind of recede. So she like clumps it all in her hair, and then washes it off in the ocean again. And so she
Cool.
kind of like homecoming ritual for her.
And also,
Yeah.
like, descaling your snakes, that's really cool.
Yeah. And I think at that she's going to hide Cathar in the pocket space that she
Sure.
has as well. And I think she looks to what I and says, shall we?
Yep. Let's go. I'll
so
lead the
as-
Go ahead. Sorry.
As the four of you, along with the children and two 20-year-olds, disembark, who should run out from this area but someone who is neither Gorgon nor Snakefolk nor Turtle, but in fact...
Oh, hey.
Kiara.
No.
Just
What?
not a hit. There you go.
No.
Esther.
No, it's just I know we talked about her joining. That's why I'm saying that.
This is not just a Harangon, but it is, in fact, exactly the same Harangon messenger that I used before. Runs
The
right up,
Harangon.
runs right up to Quinn, holds out an arm with a scroll in it.
Oh, why? Thank you very much. Take it and open it.
You have to pay him.
I gotta read it first
You have to.
to see if it's
No.
good news.
Tip.
You don't tip on the good
Yeah,
or
he
bad of
doesn't
the
tip.
news.
He is reticent to hand it over before being tipped.
I'll tip him.
All right.
How much tipping him?
How much?
I'm taking it out of your copper.
1%.
What I have.
Yeah, I have
Oh my
50
God,
silver, 70 gold.
I'm so much poorer than everyone.
You spent you
You
attuned.
spent it all. Yeah.
Vera, I haven't also calculated rubies and stuff in that. So if you have items, you have to we haven't sold a lot of stuff. So
A lot of your wealth is in precious stones.
yeah.
I'll give him. I'll
I
give
have
him my.
I have a lot. I can
I'll give him my 50 silver.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Or no, wait, sorry. 10 silver.
5 copper.
The Heron God nods and gives you the scroll.
I'm also gonna give him back a transcript, like for my next novel, and with another 10 silver.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Nice.
shit.
Nice.
Excellent.
20
Love that.
Keith Adams?
Yes.
Kenneth.
Sorry,
Kenneth
Kenneth.
Adams.
Sorry,
Kenneth Adams.
Kenneth Adams' next novel.
Of course,
Mhm.
of course. Here is the note. Would you like to read it aloud, or would you like somebody else to read it aloud?
I'll read it aloud.
All right. Good luck with the cursive.
Base of burden. I have learned that a certain piece of artifice has come into your possession, no doubt taken from my personal airship in the same way you commandeered an
Oh.
airship of your own out of Nabilis. As you have surely inferred, the artifact is of great importance to me, and I should like nothing more than its safe return to me. Please return the artifact soon as you are able, and you'll be rewarded handsomely. I should very much like to avoid discussing alternatives. Emperor Severin von Akron the First.
Ah, Sevi sent us a letter. Nice of him.
It's kind of weird. Like, what does he think we have? Oh, right.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
wait a
I get
minute.
it.
I had a very specific letter that I sent him.
You did send him
Sure.
a letter, yes.
This is the response to that.
It was not in cursive, however.
Trying to find it.
I don't remember the letter when I didn't remember that letter when I wrote this.
Oh,
so,
okay.
We'll see what happens.
That's good to know.
Do the stories line up?
They do, actually, because I basically offered, from what I remember, I basically offered to, like, I was like, let us know what you want us to do with this. But
That's right.
It's like, we're going to keep it safe until you tell us otherwise. So I think it does line up.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's something for us to do after this. Well, sorry, you might not share it with us.
We're not bringing it.
Oh, no,
He read it out loud.
I read it out loud.
Oh, yeah.
Let's answer this later.
Let's.
Because I think we'll probably talk it out with Sevi, right?
I think he has a right to know.
And he's got autonomy, so it'll be his choice too.
I don't know if I'm willing to go to battle for him, but, well, I mean, I don't know if I'm willing to go to battle. Not really. I don't know if
Emperor's army.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm willing to make an enemy of the state for him, but you should know.
A wanted criminal most places.
No. My aliases are wanted.
No.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so I think we put the scroll away for now. Do we see the turtles coming towards us, or are we?
Yeah, you see a couple of turtles that are. Oops.
Hello.
Whoa.
Island time turtles. I like it.
Michelangelo.
You see a couple of adult turtles that are eyeing you warily. You don't have to put your. Well, yeah. Put your guys on there. That's
okay.
Fine.
Yeah, I think Vera. Yeah, nudges when I
will speak in turtle and hail.
You just said hell. Hell.
Hail.
Hail. Hail.
Hail.
Just give him the bird.
Fuck yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
Do turtles speak Draconic?
They don't speak Draconic, but their language is a derivative of Draconic.
Okay, so I can understand like every 3 words.
Yeah, it'd sort of be like if you knew Portuguese and they were speaking Spanish.
Draconish.
Draconish.
That's good. That's good.
This one in the hat steps forward. Let me just say, I went through quite a few iterations in the dumb AI trying to get just a turtle with a big floppy brimmed hat.
That's a lot.
And when it finally generated, like, the hat was too big to fit in the little token circle. Like, you could barely even tell, but like he's got a big floppy hat.
So he's got a big floppy.
Cool.
Looks like
and
a
it wasn't easy.
Is it island time?
Oh, you know.
This is our island episode, guys.
Hey, man. How you doing?
Oh, God. Oh, my God. They all speak in patois. I can't wait for Anthony to do every character in this arc in either Greek or patois. It's going to be very, very good.
Is that one of ours? He says. Old.
Is he referring to me?
He points right at you and I.
Well, I don't know if I'm one of yours. This island is not that familiar to me.
And this one steps forward a little bit more proud. This one you would gauge as clearly one of the warriors. He looks you up and down. I recognize him from the descriptions. Yes, he he has the shell. He is a warrior. This is good. He's come back. He is of our bail.
I'm just gonna lean over to Vera. Don't they all have shells?
Wanai
Shut
has
up, not now. Slap.
Wanai has a very recognizable shell because he has a spiked snapping turtle shell, but a lot of the spikes are shorn off.
Oh,
Or
right.
damaged.
True.
Wanai, make like a history roll of some sort. I should go over to the chat. That's pretty good. Hey, you would recognize these turtles. This is... What are their names? I have a whole... I made a lot of turtles for this.
It's turtle time.
It's frickin' turtle time. Where'd they go? There we go.
It's old floppy hat and warrior guy.
It's Floppy Hat and Warrior Guy. You would recognize the floppy hatted one as Kaloon, and the warrior as Itzag. Itzag was probably a couple years younger than you when you were growing up, and Kaloon was already an adult when you were growing up, so he is older, wiser, and clearly still doing what he does best, which is agriculture.
Itzog. Is that you? It's Kayamato. What are you guys doing on Paris?
Sorry, what was that name?
Kayamato.
I didn't remember that you had a different name. Is that in
do.
your sheet?
It's on my sheet.
He's Kayamato Bale. That's his
No.
his actor name.
Where is that in your sheet?
It's literally at the top. Oh, it should have been.
No,
5 by
it's
5
not.
or which?
5x5. That's where I get all my
you're going
information.
from the 5x5. Maybe I forgot to. I have a different name. I know I told you about it, but my bad.
Well,
Oh,
I'll spell it in the chat.
great. He beckons you up. Come here, Wanai. I know you, Kayamato. And he gives you a big turtle hug.
I take it and just like slowly, hold it and. Can you make my token bigger? I feel like my token's so small.
No. It's a perspective thing. You guys are in the background, they're in the foreground. It's the camera
No, he's
angle.
actually huge. He's like 6 times as big as you. Massive.
Gigantic turtle.
we didn't know that One Eye is actually a
The runt of
pygmy
his-
turtle.
Can you tell me is it safe here? I have something, and the turtles. We brought them all out.
Yeah.
The children.
Yeah.
The 2 children, and I'll sort of lean back. I found them in the depths of a terrible, terrible place.
Itzag looks to Kaloon. Are those? You brought them back. Wanai. You brought them back.
I can't believe I found you here. How long have you guys been here?
We have been here for a year and a half. It is. Let us come forward into the village we are building. This is simply the beach area. This is no place to talk. Bring your friends. Bring the young, of course.
Brother, there's more. And One Eye is pretty fast, and he will sprint. Because we left the eggs. I didn't bring the eggs,
Yeah.
And I will. I mean, full run. I'm going, 80.
Kaloon looks to Itzag. Damn, he's fast.
Want to see you run to
I'll-
that mountain and back? Want to see me do it
Wanna see me
again?
do it
again? I'll bring back the clutch of eggs carefully on the way out down
Yeah.
the. There's more Paylor. I was bound to bring these and save these. I met him. I apologize. I sort of calmed down and can you take these? Can you help these?
I think
18.
between both of the turtles, they take the whole clutch of eggs. This will certainly help your homecoming. Yes, this is good. But I think it would be best if we went to the village.
Can I get a vibe check on these guys?
I'll allow it. What are you looking
It's
for,
island
Joe?
time. The vibes are good.
Just like, are they trustworthy? Are they
What's he got on
gullible?
that floppy hat?
A floppy head.
Oh no.
Quinn looks for three things in a person when he first meets them. First is, are they trustworthy? Second is, are they gullible? And third is, are they rich? I got a 4.
Not rich. Yeah. So nothing that they have said has been a lie.
Okay.
Vibe wise, you're on island time, baby.
Pretty good, Mom.
Hell yeah, brother.
Quinn's gonna get out his lute and just start strumming it like a ukulele.
Campfire guitar.
Hell yeah.
Ukulele.
Let's go. Wanai is completely in full trust immediately. Like just happy to see them. There is I don't know. I guess in my 5x5 I wasn't super I don't know if I should look at it. I don't remember if I wrote these. Did I write these names down, Anthony?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
You wrote down like maybe 3 names that I could use.
Sure.
Your first 2 in your 5x5 under parents are mom and dad, both presumed dead.
Yeah, well, just
Thanks, Nick.
sorry.
Can't wait to use those.
This
But
is
yeah,
mom.
One eye is completely trusting of these two immediately, without a doubt.
Okay.
Naively, I assume, but
I will bring you to this little village.
Ooh,
It's
Man,
fuzzy.
I want to live there.
this is really, yeah.
So it seems as though the turtles. I think I'm missing. I've got that one. I hope it's not racist of me to say, but a lot of these turtles look the same.
Wow.
Yeah, you made the
wow.
token. The token.
'cause you
The token turtle.
Um,
Next, you'll tell me that without their bandanas, the Ninja Turtles all look the same, huh?
well, so they bring you into this village, and it's very much as it appeared. Like they're starting to build structures. They seem like they have put down roots, and I think that as these 2 turtles come with the 2 the 2 teens in tow. This turtle from the background here comes forward, and I'll make her bigger. This, I'm not going to make you roll. You would recognize as, what is her name? This is Nurkella. And I think you remember her as being one of sort of like the elder turtles when you were growing up. Now, since your time away, she appears to be wearing the sort of ceremonial neckwear of the this would be the Bale leader.
Mm-hmm. I will bow as I see the neckwear. I will do the
Yeah.
formal sort of. I'm trying to think of what they would do.
Hop in your shell, spin around. a little
No.
circle.
I think it does have something to do with the shell, but sort of just like a beat on my chest. I'll start to, because turtles are rhythmic and communal, and we often sing, dance, etc. So
Yeah.
sort of hand to heart beating on the softer part of the shell, and lower my head and bow. And did you come up with a title?
For
A non-offensive title for a leader of this Bale?
I just have Bale leader.
Okay. Your Highness.
Bailiff.
That's
Bailiff.
Bailiff.
Baelish.
Senator.
Oh,
I don't know why senator for the
Senator's
leader of a
not
group
bad,
of turtles
honestly.
is just funny to me.
That's actually pretty good. Wanai, is that you?
It is.
Keamato?
I never thought to see you all again. How did you make it out? How did you arrive to this place?
Oh, as you know, we turtles are a hardy folk. We just followed the coast as best we could. We came here, and well, we tend to like it here.
There's not that many of you.
There are more than the ones that I've got tokens for.
Sure, no, I assumed that, but I still feel like it would be a smaller group than I came from and knew.
Yeah. Of course, we have seen loss, but also we have seen growth, and it is our hope that we will join a larger community.
Has it been safe here? When we were flying, we saw... I already forgot the god's name.
Bora.
Wow.
I saw Kabura on the way in. That doesn't seem safe.
Nothing untoward has happened to us since we have arrived.
Well, as you may see, I have brought a few wayward ones, a few younglings to I don't mean to pass them off, but I don't think I can take care of them.
Oh no, they are best in our care, absolutely. And you've done very well to bring them to us. Very good.
Thank you.
And may I just, and as soon as she starts to say something nice to you, another turtle lumbers into view.
Oh, it's Big Man Blastoise.
And big man Blastoise lumbers up and respectfully brushes past Nurkella. And again, not going to make you roll. You would absolutely recognize this as Victog.
Victog.
More like Dick Tog.
More like
Nice. We all high five. Got him.
Keamato, is that you?
Ah, Victog.
You worthless piece of shit.
You're smaller than I remember.
He's not. He's much bigger than you.
You can still say it to make him feel insecure.
You can still say it, yeah, totally.
You're smaller than I remember.
and you're still a worthless piece of shit.
I'm
You co-
worthless. What have you
You
done?
you can tell just like by the way he is carrying himself and by the way that the other turtles around him are kind of vibing. Like he's a fairly well respected member of this community.
Well,
He doesn't have the elder
Mhm.
neckwear, but he does have a string of beads denoting him as like a community leader.
while this is happening, I'm gonna go a little bit away and like in like a square or something, and start gathering a crowd and start singing about Wanai's exploits and everything
I love that.
everything he has done.
Very good.
Quinn says, "I'm the only one that gets to make fun of Wanai."
Victor starts to like kind of get in your face, and he like gets in real close with you know how turtle heads are.
I'm right there with him.
Yeah.
What is
How-
like?
you-
Yeah, I have a question.
How tall are you?
Pretty tall, like 6.5, 7 feet tall.
Okay.
Wow.
So he's probably like 7.5.
Big creatures.
They are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast message to Wanai, and just say, "Let me know if you want any backup."
The juice.
He gets up in your face and he's like, you abandoned us. You abandoned our bail. You weren't there for us when we needed you.
Abandoned?
You are nothing.
I'll swing at him.
Oh.
With a fist.
Oh. Manny's like
Not
right
weapon.
behind him, ready. He's got his. He's ready to jump in, but he's gonna let Wanai settle
And
it first.
I'll say at the same time, how dare you, and strike at him.
Okay,
Just with a
Damn.
fist, unarmed.
great. That's a miss.
That's
He coolly dodges out of the way.
damn it.
But the first blow was cast, and he says, "All right, I see you still have a fighting spirit. What do you say we settle this?" And he gestures his head backwards behind him. What do you say we settle this in the ring?
Basketball court.
What do you?
With chess.
Let's take this to the paint. Let's settle this in the only court I know. Let's play some hoops.
Mahjong.
Let's go play pickleball.
There's no court of law, only the basketball court.
Obviously,
Just
Pull out my
squash.
paddle.
the only law I know is hoops.
Without a doubt, like I said, I did say, how dare you, but as soon as he mentions it, I turn and proceed.
All right, he'll meet you out here. He is also
Spicy.
wearing a weapon. He is wearing a pretty gnarly looking mace across his back. He'll shrug that off, and he'll throw it over to this turtle, who you would recognize as, I believe his name is Charsey.
Charizard. Big man,
Uh,
last name's Charizard.
It's a Charizard.
He
think
is
you're right.
Charsey. He is the blacksmith.
Oh yeah, Charsey. Yep. Yep.
He throws it to Charsey, who takes it and nods.
So I assume Manny immediately follows in.
Yeah,
'cause
I'll
he's
take
got-
whatever your sword and stuff. I'm gonna be your hype guy too. Then yeah.
Well, I was gonna say like you came to also fight, but I was gonna
Oh
stop.
yeah.
No, Manny.
Oh no, I wasn't
This
gonna
is
get in the ring
my
with you.
fight. Okay.
No. I
Well-
know. Yeah. I was like, if this was gonna get down though, Manny was about to throw fists with this turtle.
Yeah, I'll
So-
take off Tide Collar and
Okay.
hand the shield to Manny as well.
I'm gonna give you bardic inspiration.
Yeah, you got this. You got the crowd going around it now, right?
Yeah.
Hyped them up.
Um.
They do the wave.
Okay. I choose whether to use that or not, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
It's also
Um,
like I'm just playing music for the fight. It's
Sure.
not like it's like,
I imagine the music for whatever reason in my mind is the drums from the beginning of the Last Airbender theme song.
Mm-hmm.
Those slamming drums. I'm picturing that.
Do you have rules for this, Anthony?
It is a 1v1 fight, and blows will be dealt non-lethally, and first to zero wins. I think for the purposes of this, we're going to ignore resistances.
Of course. I'm gonna.
Nick, we're both going to ignore resistances.
Okay, sure. That's fair. There's definitely a ceremony before this where we sort of like, you both like we both stomp and then circle each other before even like interacting. There is ceremony to this fight. It's a respectful duel in a sense, but obviously
I'm gonna
One
put
Eye
her
has
back
a
in.
whole lot of non-respect for the smelly. He smells like cabbage.
He does smell like cabbage, but we got some kimchi fans in the group. Chat here. That's not a great initiative roll.
It sure isn't.
I mean, you either are above or below.
It's true. He could roll a
Not as good as 19. Yeah, so he will run up and he'll make a strike at you. I don't remember what this is going to use, but we're just going to go for it. 23 to hit.
Mm-hmm. It's likely a D6 plus his strength.
Yeah.
It'd be this if it was the same as mine.
That's 8 whole damage.
8 whole damage. Do that quick.
And that'll be your turn.
Did he say anything?
He grunted like we're playing tennis.
Yeah, I'll swing back at him.
He grunted like we were playing mahjong.
Is it 11 hit?
No.
Extra attack. Does an 11 hit? Love it.
No. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, he'll go again.
Got a hit to do a thing.
Oh, that's the. There we go. An 18 to hit.
Mm-hmm. It hits.
Great. Extra attack. 19.
Now he's got. Yeah, it hits.
16.
Miss.
Miss. Okay. So we've got. And then the extra attacks are a D4. Right?
I mean, my extra attack is just an extra attack. They're both D6s. It's the same with if he does a martial arts. If he's also monkey, it's still a D6.
Is it monk?
Do you get your strength on the extra attacks?
Mm-hmm. If he's the same thing as me, yes.
That's 9 and 7. Total of 16 damage.
16. Ooh.
So I think he like kind of like gets right up in your face. He gives you like a strike across the jaw, and then one in the gut, like just like getting real up in your face, boxer style.
Hey, Anthony said ignore resistances, but not rage damage. So
I know.
It is your
I
turn.
hadn't taken enough. As a bonus action, I'm gonna rage. But I'm also only 3 levels a monk. I don't have a lot to do with the key. I'm not using a weapon. I'm swinging at this man. I'm gonna sort of like sidestep and sort of try to get Obviously, I'm not going to get his flank, but I'm going to get towards the side of him just to move in combat here. 26.
Absolutely hits.
Second attack.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use a key point and flurry of blows.
Okay.
Which is 2 more.
You don't need a bonus action for that?
Oh, you're right. That is a bonus action. Thank you.
Sorry.
So I already rage. No, you're good. So it's 5, 6, 7.
It doesn't say that Flurry of Blows is a bonus action.
It does.
Oh, yes, it does.
2 unarmed strikes
it's
as
at
a
the
bonus
end.
action. Yeah.
I was expecting it before that, and not at the end.
Nope. So 14 damage.
Sure. That's good. It'll be his turn again. That's a pair of misses. And I think he's mad that you hit him. So he'll like kind of like try to slough it off and like make 2 wild swings and just miss at you.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
My message is still open to Wanai, and I'm gonna be like, do you want interference if you're losing? Sorry, do you want
Absolutely
interference if you're losing?
No, you just hear just an angry rebuttal of no.
All right.
I just want to make sure
that. Do you want us to interfere against you if you're winning?
It's a valid question.
That's also on the table.
Who's taking bets?
All right. Yeah.
Wait, are we betting on that?
Are people taking bets around us, Anthony?
I think that there are whispers. I don't know if you see money being exchanged, but this is also not a community that uses money.
Oh, shit.
I rolled 2 1s there too. I'm gonna keep moving around him and swing again. 12.
No.
13.
No.
Okay.
Rough rolls.
He missed 2.
Can I?
He did.
While this is happening, can Vera position herself just near Narkella?
Sure.
Like, as they're all watching. Cool. I don't want to interrupt the flow, but I just want to be next to her in this situation.
The 19 hits.
The 19 hits for 7 damage.
7. Okay.
And don't forget your bardic inspiration.
I know. I'm not going to use it.
Okay.
What?
He's proud.
Sorry,
that's you.
I appreciate it, but I'm not going to use it.
Yeah, you can also reckless attack as a reminder too.
Yeah, then I have disadvantage.
It's true.
I don't-
But if you want to keep
Then
hitting,
then he has advantage. Yeah.
that's true.
I trust in my rolls. I just rolled poorly.
I trust in my rolls, and my trust was misplaced.
I trust in my rolls. They're just bad.
They're just
used-
not working.
I could have used that bardic to take away from him.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's cool.
It's the subclass.
18 hit?
Yes.
26.
Yes.
Definitely hits. All right. I will also use a bonus action this time. Use a key point. Flurry of blows. I'm just going to roll them all to see. 14 misses. 12, I assume, misses.
Yep.
All right. So 2 dams. So 10
Ooh.
blood. That's 12, 15, 16, 19 damage. And I'm also going to then use another key point. This isn't... It's just... you can use your key to inflict wounds. Hands of harm. Beep.
Mm.
So...
Yep.
It's a d6 plus my wisdom modifier.
Necrotic damage. Dang.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's cool.
Throwing hands of harm.
Plus another 8 necrotic damage.
Wow.
Oof. I think with that one, you kind of like open palm strike him, and he like right in the middle of the shell, and he slides backward in the sand, and grunts, and kind of like spits out some blood.
Can I use my reaction to trip him as he slides back?
It was flavor slide.
It was a
good
flavor
I know.
slide.
It was a flavor
he runs at you, and he will attack. 21 and a 22.
Both hit.
And you sense that he is also somewhat angry.
Oh. Rageful, even?
Could even say rageful. That is 11 and 9 damage.
That's 20 total.
That's 20 total.
Okay. I'm still not at critical HP in my opinion.
That's good.
I know we're non-lethaling, but
Yeah. And then we will your unarmed strikes are +7?
to hit?
Yeah.
Yep. I have 4 strength, plus
So-
4 strength, and it's proficiency bonus.
Mine are +7 too. My attacks.
Yeah.
I think I was going easy on you.
Oh,
224s to hit you with a flurry of blows.
Those hit both.
Great.
Did you just take Wanai's character sheet?
I absolutely did. Yeah.
I love that. Doctors hate him with this
It was,
one neat trick.
Here's the fun thing about his character sheet. It was already right there. That's 24 damage.
I'm
Ooh.
unconscious.
Oh,
Mm.
oh, man. Narratively, it's so
The-
tasty and sweet and
Wow.
delectable.
Yeah.
but-
So I think for whatever reason
What's it look like, Anthony?
Yeah, for whatever reason, the image that I have is from the beginning of Avengers, and Infinity War, when Thanos is fighting Hulk, and he just like gets right up in his business and just beats the shit out of him. This warrior that we thought was absolutely unstoppable just pummels you to the ground. He doesn't do any lasting damage, but like clearly he's got a chip on his shoulder and just beats the pulp into you, into
As
the
I'm
ground.
going unconscious, I just say, I brought them back.
And it'll I'm looking at the time. We'll just fade to black right there.
All right.
yeah.
We finally knocked Wanai unconscious.
Wow. End of
It only
campaign.
It only took Wanai's own character sheet to do it. Thank you all for listening. I got more of this where that came from. Tune in
We're
next
total
time.
on total violence.
I don't support it. It had to happen for the plot. Tune in next time in 2 weeks when we play, and until then, listen to our other stuff. Follow us on socials, and we will see you next time. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Sure.